All right, today I have the Fuliwen 017 fountain pen, and this is really a nice looking fountain pen. The acrylics pattern on this is beautiful. So there's one issue that I had with this particular pen that I don't know that is with all Fuliwens. I have another Fuliwen that I'm going to be reviewing next week. But this one is pretty nice. So I'll get to that one issue shortly in this video. Okay, the pen retails for, at least I bought it, for around $31. Now you can get it a little bit cheaper. I think I saw it for around $25 on one of the eBay shops. So it's a good price. Again, this acrylic is just nice. Let me see if I can get in here and to where you can see some of the colors. It's got that, of course, the black, but it's got the gold and that bluish silver. It's just really nice. It's all acrylic, this whole pen, except for obviously the nib, you know, is acrylic. It's a basic cigar shape with, you know, some differences. It narrows down there a lot. So there's really nothing much to say about the shape. There is no band. There's no other kind of appointments on the outside. There isn't even a roll stop, which is would be nice to have. But you know, you take care of your pens. You have a pen stand of some sort to set it on. You're going to be okay. It is a threaded cap, and the only way, since I don't have a clip, we're going to rotate the barrel to see how many turns to get this pen open. So there's one turn, one rotation. So that's pretty good. I can't really get you in there, but most inexpensive pens are going to have what they call a single start. There's others that make a triple start. I'm talking about the threads, how many entry points there are on the threads. And that's important because that has to do with a lot of times how many rotations it takes to get this pen off, or the cap off. I counted 4 on this pen, so I don't know if that was right or if it's just 3, but I counted 4. So I'm gonna clean that nib off, so hold on just a second. All right, I'm back. Nice clean nib. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the filling system. This does take a standard international cartridge or converter. Again, the threads on the grip section here are also plastic. So, and there's no metal inserts, so you can eyedropper this pen. There's no holes. You can get a good ink fill on this pen. The nib is a number 6 nib. Let me get that in focus here. I'm going to try to keep that focused as I describe it. This is a medium nib, and this pen does come in extra fine, fine, and medium. On the nib you see a filigree border, and then there's this flower right below the breather hole there. And then it says Iridium Point, Germany. So there's no medium, unless an M for a medium is below the grip section. Sometimes that's the case, but sorry about that. But there's no designation as far as the nib tip size. But believe me, this thing writes like a medium broad maybe, depending on the paper you're using. Will this pen post? Yep, sure will. And it does post securely, but it is It's not too back weighted, but you can feel a little bit, which is kind of surprising that it's an acrylic cap, but the cap is pretty long, so you have that. But yeah, this will post nicely if you like to post. It's not too bad to write with. It does come in 7 different colors, and I will spin those up right now. And they're kind of mod colors. I think about the only other color that I like with this pen is that blue and black. So this black and gold is a nice one. I like that blue and black one, but you know, the others have their different shades, blues, pinks, whites, purples, and all that. And then I saw on also some shops or stores offer this little snake piece that goes around the cap. So that could be a roll stop. The body length of this is 130 millimeters. Should do it this way. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so it's 130 millimeters from nib tip to finial. The body girth is a nice right here at the widest point, and then here it starts to taper down, but not a real sharp taper, not a steep taper. That's 15.5 millimeters right there at that widest point, which is good. Capped, it's 146 millimeters. Posted, it's 172 millimeters. The grip length from the end of those threads to this just before the rise in the end of the nib or of the grip. Anyway, that is 21 millimeters, and the center point of the grip is 11 millimeters. So it goes from 12.5 right here to 10 millimeters down there. So it's a nice comfortable grip. It's not too girthy. I like the fact that it tapers right here, that it starts large and tapers. If it would have been the same 12.5 the whole way, that for me anyway, that gets a little too much. But you start out with a good width here, and you come down to a nice still girthy grip. It's been a long week. I get 4 days off this weekend, and Monday and Tuesday, so I'm really looking forward to it. Very comfortable in the hand. The weight, the total weight of this pen is 28.5 grams and 20 grams for the body. So for an acrylic body, that is a pretty decent weight. But if you look at this acrylic, it's pretty thick. A lot of acrylic pens are not as thick as this. So that's a good thing. And it does add, for an acrylic pen, it does add a little bit of weight if you like that. All right, I will be back with some size comparisons. Okay, here you have the Fuliwen 017, and then you have a Jinhao X159. You have a TWSBI Eco, and you have a Lamy Studio. Here they are uncapped, the X159 with its number 8 nib, then on all the way down. And here they are posted. Here's one of the pens. The Fuliwen 017 doesn't post real deep, and so it makes it rather long, and few pens are as long posted as the TWSBI Eco, but it found its match there. Okay, how about a writing sample? All right, here we have the Fuliwen 017, and this is a medium nib. The ink is Monteverde brown sugar. This pen on cheaper paper can be a gusher, but I've noticed this is a Rhodia pad, and then on, excuse me, and then on my other Rhodia pad, it behaves itself really well. But yeah, it can get, and I'm in my journal, my Leuchtturm journal, it does well. But yeah, otherwise, so if you're gonna be using cheap paper, I definitely get at least the fine, if not the extra fine. Nice and smooth, no hard starts, no skips. Yep, it's wet. Okay, let's see. As far as in all directions, it is smooth, reverse writing. Very nice. And that keeps up. It is a smooth reverse writer, which is good, because sometimes you might want to, get those notes that you need that thinner line, or if you're writing with, my dog's telling me it's supper time. Anyway, if you're gonna use Chinese, Japanese, some of the Oriental scripts, yeah, that'll come in handy. And this is on a medium nib. With this nib, it's an iridium point Germany. And these are the kind of nibs that come with, when I was making my own pens, the kits that I would use usually came with these nibs. And they can be good or they can be bad. This one isn't bad, but out of the box I had to work with it because the tines weren't aligned, so I had to get that aligned. But I noticed on my other Fuliwen, and I've noticed on some other Fuliwens, and maybe some other sellers sell this same style pen with a Fuliwen nib, because they do make their own nib. So I am going to be reviewing another Fuliwen next week, and that does have a Fuliwen nib. So see a little bit of a difference. But I will most likely swap this pen out, because this is one of those pens I'm going to end up using more often. So I definitely want to get another nib. The feed is just a basic plastic feed that you see on a lot of the Chinese pens, and a lot of other pens besides that, even my own. All right, so how about some closing thoughts? Okay, so what do I think about this Fuliwen 017? Overall, I like the pen. It has a nice feel in the hand. It's very balanced. One rotation to get that cap off, and I love the acrylic on this. That black and gold and a little bit of blue in there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really nice. The grip section is so comfortable, and for the price, I mean, for $25 to $30, I think it's a great price. My only reservation is this nib. If they would have put a Fuliwen nib on it, I think that would have improved it greatly. But anyway, other than that, man, I think this is a great pen, and so I encourage you. Now, again, there's no roll stop, so you have to be careful of that. It's a good pen. I think it's worth you looking at. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. Here's a couple more videos, and you have a great day.